So in this video, I'm going to discuss and talk about why your parents didn't qualify to have you, and why you, if you have a child right now, did not qualify to have a child, to be a parent. And while I'm discussing this, I'm going to be telling you basically 13 qualifications you should have before you become a parent, right? So your parents, they didn't qualify to have you, and you probably have children and you didn't qualify to have children or a child, right? This video is not to demonize you, not to condemn you, not to bring you down. It's just to create awareness around this topic, around parenting and having children. So one of the first reasons why your parents didn't qualify to have you and you didn't qualify to be a parent yourself is because you are not married. Your parents were not married when they had you. And it's best that you become married before you have a child, right? When you are married, you are less likely to deal with infidelity. You don't want to be dealing with cheating and trying to resolve infidelity while raising kids. This could create a lot of drama and conflict in the home. Trying to resolve cheating can also lead to domestic violence, and parents can become very aggressive and angry, and you don't want your child to be witnessing you behaving like that, because this would lead them to having trauma in their lives. Why you should be married? Because you want your children to be born, you want them to born into a family, right? You want them to grow up and see their parents in union. You don't want to be living in separate houses, or you live in a different country and mother live here and father live here. It's like you need to be married. You want your children to born into a union, right? They will get to experience what it's like living with both parents. And when you live separate and you're co-parenting and you're not married, this also creates trauma, because when a child grows up in a stable home, they are more healthier, they are better educated, they are less likely to experience poverty. And when you are married, you're more than likely going to put your incomes together and invest and take care of the kids so they will not experience poverty. You would actually be acting like a team to take care of your children. That is why you should be married before you have children. Kids are less likely to get involved in drugs, alcohol, violence, crime, promiscuity. Less likely to struggle in school if they have both parents, especially if they have their father around. They are less likely to be involved in all of these drugs, alcohol, and crime, especially boys. When you are married, you're less likely to call it quits and separate. And co-parenting causes a lot of problems in the children's life, in your life. Children are back and forth with their mom over here, and then they go to their dad over here on the weekend or this day. Is really confusing for them. And I'm sure if you're co-parenting, you experience this. It's very, very stressful and annoying. Some women, they use their children to get back at the father, and then the children don't get to see their father, and that creates more problems in their life. You should be married before you have kids, because especially if you're a man, you are more likely to enjoy a close and healthy relationship with your children if you stay married to their mother. Today in society, having kids before marriage is like a normal thing now, and it's not good. It creates a lot of dysfunction in the family, and it creates childhood trauma, and eventually it contributes to the many problems that we have in society. So one of the first qualifications you should have before you have a child is that you're married. Why your parents didn't qualify to have you, and why you didn't qualify to have the child you have now, is because you don't have your own home. Another second qualification you should have before you have children is you should have your own home. This house should be big enough for everybody to have space. You should have more than one bathroom. Your child should have their own room. Especially when they're becoming a teenager, they need privacy to study, to be alone, to be away from their siblings and their family. Privacy is actually a necessity, right? Third reason why your parents never qualified to have you, or maybe you have a child now and you didn't qualify to have them, is because you cannot provide basic needs for them. To qualify to be a parent, you need to be able to provide basic needs like food, clothing, shelter, education, buy school supplies, pay for medical care, protect them from cruelty, protect them from abuse, make sure they are in a safe environment. They have privacy, they have a space to study, they have their own home, they have their own bathroom. These are basic needs. You need to be able to pay for high school, to pay for college, university, to support them financially. Maybe after they finish university, they might be unemployed for a moment. They might have transition in their life where they experience financial problems. You need to be there to support them financially and provide their basic needs. Supporting them financially throughout their whole lives, helping them to move out on their own, helping them to pay their bills, helping them to pay their rent, so they would not be living with you going on 20, 25, 30, 40, going on and on living with you. I have a video on why you should not live with your parents after 25. You would understand why I say this, that you should be able to help them to move on until they could fend for themselves. So the fourth reason why your parents did not qualify to have you, to have children, or you did not qualify to have the child you have now, is because you're not able to teach them how to be an individual, how to be independent. Before you become a parent, you need to be able to teach your children, your child, how to be independent, how to be an individual, which would include how to cook, how to clean, how to organize the home, how to do laundry, how to exercise. Teach them about nutrition, importance of mental health, how to manage stress, how to be productive, how to manage time, how to create routines. All of these things and many more helps you to become an individual and to become independent. Right? Your child needs to learn all of these from you, and if you don't know how to do these, to clean, to cook, to laundry, to organize, to manage stress, the importance of mental health, and to be productive and create routine, you have no business bringing children into this world. They will struggle a lot not knowing how to do these things. They will have health problems, they will become obese, they don't know how to cook, they don't know how to eat healthy, they don't know how to exercise, they don't know how to do their laundry, their clothes smell bad, they cannot, many things. So you need to know how to teach them to be an individual and to be independent. Fifth reason why your parents never qualified to have you and you did not qualify to have the children you have now is because you do not know how to teach morals and values. Before you have children, you need to know about morals and values and how to teach them. You need to know how to teach about honesty, respect, responsibility, how to have patience, how to forgive someone, how to manage your emotions, how to have perseverance, to trust, to be trustworthy, to have humility, to be generous, how to be humble, how to have understanding, how to be vulnerable, when to be vulnerable, to have drive in life, to be accountable for their actions, how to apologize, how to reason, how to resolve conflict, how to be decisive, how to be assertive, how to build a self-esteem, how to have self-worth, how to practice self-love, how to communicate. And these are just a few that you could start with. If you don't know about these values, you don't know about teaching morals, you have no business having children, right? So this is the 5th qualification that you need to have before you have children. Before you have a child, you need to know about morals and values, right? The 6th reason why your parents never qualified to have you, and you didn't qualify to have the children you have now or the child you have now, is because you don't know how to give them, or you don't know information about money, about finances. You don't know about topics that deals with investment, multiple streams of income, passive income, spending, budgeting, having a side hustle, saving, making money. All of these things you should have information on, so you could pass down to your children, so you could tell them about this. And yes, we are not perfect, we do not know everything, so you could get someone who knows about these things, who would help and encourage your child to be better at life, so that when they know about finances and they know about money. I have a video on what school did not teach you. You would learn about things that you need to learn about, that school is never going to teach you and not going to teach you, that you need to navigate a better life, and that includes financing, budgeting, investing, and multiple streams of income. Right? So before you have children, it's best that you know about money, making money, saving, budget, all of these topics. 7th reason why your parents never qualified to have you, or you didn't qualify to have the child you have now, or the children you have now, is because you don't know about romantic relationships, you don't know about dating, you don't know about sex and marriage. You are unable to give advice about marriage, dating, romance, love, everything like that. So before you have children, make sure you can give advice on dating. If and when to have sex when you're dating. How to have a healthy romantic relationship. Talk about contraceptive, dating to get married, lust, whole phases, promiscuity, dangers of hooking up, casual dating, STD, AIDS, unwanted pregnancy. There are many things that you need to know about to guide them and to give them advice. I'm not trying to bring you down in this video, condemn you, demonize you for having children and saying that you're wrong to have the children that you have now. I just believe that sometimes people need to feel bad to take action. And if you are triggered by this video and you feel bad and you think that I'm wrong, maybe that is a good thing. It's not too late to help your children, your child to become better. Maybe they don't have a father. Okay, you get a good mentor to mentor your son, so he could be around a good role model, so he could have a healthy upbringing. That's just an example. If his father is not there, right? 8th reason why your parents never qualified to have you, and you didn't qualify to have the children you have now or the child you have now, is because they are not able and you are not able to give financial support all through their lives. We know many things could happen, unfortunate situations can happen when you become an adult. For example, you should be able to help them buy their first vehicle, help them to move out of your home, help them to pay for their wedding, help them. There's many financial emergencies that could come up. Maybe they change their career, maybe they lose their job, maybe there's an accident, they get really ill, they cannot walk, maybe they get some mental illness, or they just unable to, just some unfortunate financial situation happens to them and they're just unable to pay their debt. They're repaying a student loan. Maybe they try to invest in something and they fail at it. They took a risk and they fail. or maybe just unexpected expenses. You should be, as a parent, be able to step in and support them financially all through their lives. Maybe they lack savings, maybe they just overspend and they made a mistake, maybe the income low, maybe they spend compulsively and they just have problems paying their bills. They're just unable to find a better job, they're unable to find a full-time job. Many things could happen when you become a young adult. Maybe they just cost of living high and they just have problems paying their bills. And as a parent, you should be able to step in anytime in their lives. And it's really unfortunate because I see some parents, when their children are struggling, it's like if they are so happy that they're struggling, and yes, you have to work hard to get this money and you have to struggle and do all these things, and the parents sound like they're so happy that they are struggling just like them. It's really strange because you already struggle. Maybe you come from nothing and then you see your child struggling, and why would you be happy about that? That is a very unfortunate. The ninth reason why your parents didn't qualify to have you, maybe you have other siblings, and you probably watching this, you have children, you have a child, you might not have qualified to have them, is because you have nothing to pass down to them. No wealth to pass down, no inheritance of money, no land, no house, no possessions, no assets, nothing to pass down to them. And that is a qualification you should have. Before you have children, make sure you have something to pass down to them, right? Maybe your parents have assets, and they are wondering if you would use their money wisely. They're wondering if you would waste their inheritance, and they think that if they pass down this money to all that you might not be ambitious and that you might not be motivated. Well, if they taught you values before and how to manage money and how to be accountable and how to be responsible, they would not be worrying if they should pass this down to you or you are not. And some parents, they wait until they die and they see you suffering, and they would wait until they die to pass down whatever asset to you, when maybe they could pass it on earlier and then you could flourish and you could build your own legacy and you just have more opportunities for yourself. Or they might think that you're going to sabotage, like giving you too early would sabotage your ambition, and then you would not know how to be independent. And yes, that is true and that is valid. But if they teach you about being independent and how to manage money and how to spend and investing and saving, this wouldn't be a problem, wondering if you're going to spend the money wisely or whatever they have to pass down to you. It's really, to me personally, it's really sad and unfortunate that parents wait until they die to pass down whatever asset they have, and you are there suffering when you could be flourishing and being better and even helping them. 10th reason why your parents never qualified to have you and you did not qualify to have the child you have now is because you don't have any savings for your retirement. You don't have your own emergency money. You're waiting on your child to make your big purchases or maintain your house or maintain your life. Like, you are depending, your parents are depending on you to help them when they get older. And that is not right. To me, that is not right. As a child growing up, young adolescent, you need to fend for yourself. You don't need to have your parents as a burden. So before you have children, make sure you have savings for retirement. You have savings for emergencies, especially illness when you get older. Because your children would need to fend for themselves and without having you as a burden, without having to take care of you. You As a parent, you knew maybe you had to struggle to get things done on your own without support, without help, and I don't know why you want your children to suffer just like you, taking care of you when you have to retire, or when you are sick, or when you get older. Right? That's the 10th reason why they did not qualify to have you. You didn't qualify to have the children you have now because you don't have retirement plan. You don't have emergency money for when you get older, when you get sick. 11th reason why your parents did not qualify to have you. You did not qualify to have the children or child you have now is because you have unhealed trauma. You have childhood baggage unresolved. Before you have children, it's best to resolve your childhood baggage, childhood issues. So you would not be passing down generational curses. So you would not be taking out your stress and your frustration on your children. So you would know how to separate your personal issues. You know how to separate your stress from work or whatever frustration you have. You separate it from the interaction and the relationship with your child. You are able to compartmentalize different situations and interactions and feelings with work life, home life, social life, apart from your children. So you don't take out your stress, especially your work stress, on your children. You do not need to make the same mistakes that your parents made. As a parent, you should not be ignoring the emotional needs of your child. You should not be projecting your unwanted qualities on your child. These are the unhealed baggage, the unhealed childhood trauma that people bring. You continue, you physically abuse them. You continue, you verbally abuse them. You neglect them. You are aggressive with them. You scream at them because your parents did that to you and you didn't heal it. You're probably ignorant, you don't know what you're doing as a parent, and you pass down everything and the trauma keep going on and on. You scream at them every day, you yell at them every day, you break them down with hurtful words, you have an addiction, you're addicted to alcohol, drugs, which cause you to not be able to take care of them. They have to go take care of themselves. And children who suffer from childhood abuse, they have a higher chance of having anxiety, depression, being hostile, aggressive. They might get addicted to drugs, alcohol, just like you. They're slow in school, they're delinquent, they drop out of school, they get involved in violence, in many things. Just because you didn't heal your childhood baggage and then you have children and you pass it down on them. As a parent, you should, before you become a parent, you should heal your trauma. You should be able to create a safe environment where everybody can respect each other. It's safe, you have privacy. Parents should be kind, they should be honest, they should listen, they should know how to reason with their kids. You should be a role model of healthy behavior. You should show how to practice accountability. Parents should learn how to apologize. For some reason, parents they don't apologize. They don't say sorry. They think they're always right. And it's strange because as children, when you are young, you could see everything. You might not say anything because they might hate you. They might scold you when you speak the truth. But parents don't seem to realize that you could see everything. You see their bad behavior. You see their bad ways. You see how they're wrong. You see how they don't apologize. You see the bad decisions they make. You see everything, and what parents don't realize is that you're going to grow up and you might not respect them. You're going to grow up and you're going to see them for who they truly are. Parents need to learn how to apologize and take accountability. You need to be able, as a parent, to give clear guidelines, to be truthful, to be honest, to allow your children to grow, to change, to become independent. You need to spend time with them. You need to enforce rules. You need to help them build a routine. I have a playlist called Issues in Family Life. You can check out videos there that talks about toxic family relationships, like mother-daughter relationship, father-son, mother-son, many videos. in my playlist on Issues in Family Life. Right? 12th reason why your parents never qualified to have you, or your brother, or your sister, or you didn't qualify to have the child you have now, or the children you have now, is because you can't afford a maid, you can't afford a nanny, you can't afford to pay someone to help you. Especially if both parents are working, it's difficult sometimes to get children ready and to drop them off and to pick them up from here and to make sure they are productive and to make sure they are doing beneficial activities. It's very difficult, and sometimes you might need a nanny. Nannies can meet physical needs, they can meet emotional needs, they can meet social needs when you're not there, when you're not able to be with your child. Especially if you don't want to put your child in daycare, where they would be exposed to, I don't know, germs and infectious diseases, and then you have to take them to the doctor and all of that. And in daycare, they do not get special attention, so it's best you get a nanny. On a typical day with a nanny, maybe they go for a walk to the park, they go meet their friends of the same age, they eat a healthy lunch, she tells them stories, they take a nap. This would increase their language, their social skills. They could explore their environment. They feel safe and they build discipline and all of these things. When children are neglected and you are not there, and they're unsupervised and they're just left alone, they could feel a lot of stress. They are afraid, they feel lonely, they are bored. They get themselves in accidents, they get victimized by strangers, by their own siblings. Their bigger brother beat them up, their bigger sister hit them. If they're left alone, they are just vulnerable to sexual abuse. A family member abused them, a family friend came, had sex with them, you're not there. Anything could happen to them. They can go and involve themselves in just dangerous activities. They go drinking, they go use some drugs, they're just delinquent, there's nobody there. They go and have sex with their friends just to know what it's like, because they're curious. No guidance, no protection. At least you need to afford some sort of nanny or some sort of daycare or something when you are unable to be there. Many people, they leave them with a friend, and they leave them, even your family might not be safe. Yes, you have to make sure that who you're hiring is also safe too. Your nanny should be a safe person you could leave them with. Next reason why your parents did not qualify to have you, neither you qualify to have the child you have now, is because you don't know how to teach about personal hygiene. You don't know how to teach them about grooming and how to dress and how to just look presentable, or even how to walk properly. Personal hygiene, you need to know how to teach personal hygiene before you become a parent. How to bathe, how to brush their teeth, how to wash their hands, how to food hygiene. Good hygiene is important. You need to know how to teach that. You might not even know for your own self. Good hygiene help them to stay healthy, help them to stay free from illness, to stay free from disease that caused by the many bacteria they could pick up. When they have good hygiene, they feel good about themselves, they feel proud of themselves, they know how to take care of themselves. It helps them to maintain a good body image, a good self-concept. When they dress good, when they smell good, when they groom themselves, they just develop this healthy personality of being clean and well dressed and well represented, and this boosts their self-image and this increase their confidence, and then they have a better chance in school to be successful and in their professional life. Many young adults, children, they don't have self-esteem, they don't like themselves, they have bad self-concept. They do not know how to dress, they do not know how to bathe, they do not know how to wash they do not know. They have no knowledge or skills to take care of their hygiene. And if you want children, you need to know about this. so you could teach them. You have to know how to teach them how to wash their hands. You wash your hand before you touch food, you wash your hand, you come from school, you wash your hand. You went to play, you come back, you wash your hand. You went to ride bike, wash your hand. You went to play in the mud and the sand, you wash your hand. You use the toilet, okay, you wash your hand. You clean the home, wash your hand. You were touching an animal, you were playing with pets or insects, you wash your hand. They don't know. But you are their parent. And they don't know when to wash their hand. They don't know about body hygiene, how to take care of their skin, how to take care of their hair, how to take care of their feet, their pubic region, how to wash their vagina, how to wash their penis. They do not know. That is why your parents never qualified to have you, and that is why you didn't qualify to have the child you have now. Before you become a parent, you need to know how to teach when to bathe, how to take a shower, how many times to take a shower. Before school, you take a shower. When you come back home, you take a shower. How to clean my armpit, how to clean my groin area, how to clean my elbow, how to clean my knees, how to clean my leg, how to clean my back. How often should I wash my hair, how to wash my hair, how to keep my shoes from smelling bad, how to keep my shoes dry and clean, how to wash my socks. And it's so simple, and many of them, they don't know. Why? Because parents didn't qualify to have you. Your parents probably don't know. Or they just neglect you, and you don't know. Your shoes smell bad, you smell bad, your armpits smell bad, your lunch bag is a mess. How to use a tampon, how to use a pad, when to change the pad. Many things. Oral hygiene, how to brush your teeth, how to not have so much cavities. Brush your teeth twice a day, you floss and you use mouthwash. And you should remember as a parent when to schedule dentist appointment. Be at the dentist with them. Even at home, hygiene at home. Wear clean clothes at home every day. Oh, but they have their favorite shirt and they have this favorite pants and this is their favorite jeans and they want to wear it every day. I was like, no, you have to explain to them you can't wear it when it's dirty. How to keep their surroundings clean. You put things back when you finish using them. You put your bowl and your cup and your plate in the sink when you're finished. You clean up. If you spill some milk, you drop food on the ground, you clean it up. Or you flush the toilet. After you use it, you flush the toilet. You pee, okay, you flush the toilet. You defecate, you flush the toilet, you wash your hand. Okay, you throw the garbage you throw the tissue paper in the garbage in the bin. Not on the ground. Before you become a parent, you need to know how to teach about grooming. Wear clean clothes, smell fresh, stay clean in school. Try your best. You're not perfect, obviously. You make a mistake here, blah, 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 whatever. Try your best to stay clean in school, stay clean at home. How to press their clothes, how to comb their hair, how to polish their shoes, how to just keep their school bag clean. Teach them, this is smelling bad, this is smelling good. We might know already, but and this is a lot of information to teach your children, yes. So you have to teach them slowly. And the best thing you could do is to be an example. So if you don't know about these, before you have children, know about hygiene. Right? So this video is not to demonize you, condemn you, make you feel bad that you have children, bring you down. No, it's all of my videos, most of the time, is to create awareness and it's to help young people to not make the same mistake that their parents made. It's a lot of qualifications. Yes, you're not perfect. You can get help. Ask for help. Or you study this on your own. You read, research on topics you do not know about before you have kids. Or talk to experienced parents who are successful in raising their kids. You seek advice on things you don't know before you have these children. Or if you have children already and you know you need to teach hygiene, be an example. right? So this video were like 13, I think, reasons why your parents did not qualify to have you, or you probably have children now and you do not qualify to have them. But it's never too late to try and help your child, to try and help your children. And if you do not have children as yet, please work on all of these, right? So that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to, and see you in the next video.